Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing amazing. Welcome to the fifth episode of the second season of Volleytalk. I'm Maithili, your host, back with another episode to talk about more data and analytics in volleyball. Just a quick recap about Volleytalk. Volleytalk is a show where we chat a little, have fun a little, talk about sports a little, and surely talk more analytics about players and matches. Today, we bring to you a special show about the Mumbai Meteors. Mumbai is the newest PVL team on the block, owned by the founders of PhonePe. But being new has not deterred them, as you can clearly see from their star studded buys at the auction. We have two of these stars joining us today to show us how it's done. Our first guest today is a top star from season one, Kartik Ashok from Karnataka. Kartik played for the Kochi Blue Spikers in the Prime Volleyball season one and was one of the top attackers in the tournament. Just a few days ago at the auction, he was bought by the new team, the Mumbai Meteors, for season two. Thank you so much for joining us, Kartik. It's great to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
Hi, good evening, everyone. So happy to be on the show.
It's great to have you as well, Kartik. Maybe we'll just get started a little bit about how you got into volleyball and your journey. How did your love for this game start? When did you start taking it more seriously? Did you have any challenges or obstacles in your journey till now?
I started my volleyball when I completed my SSLC,
Okay.
when I completed my 10th. So that's how it started. My dad, he put me into Sai. He took me to Sai since I was had little bit of knowledge of volleyball during the school days. So that's how it started. It all started from Sai Bengaluru. So later on in the earlier stages, when we got to know that volleyball has such a scope in the national levels and international levels, so I thought of making it a profession, worked hard, and that brought me into a professional volleyball player today.
That's great to know. Did you have any challenges on the way, or was it like breezy for you to get to where you are right now?
Challenges, it's there in every sport because once
Yeah.
for all, once you get into any sport, you can't learn everything at the same time. So that learning process is never ending. So when you keep learning, even today, I see many players, and you get to learn a lot from each one of them. So those challenges, learning about the game, improving your skills, everything, and making it to the professional level, it's a bit challenging. So it's like the saying, no pain, no gain. It's like that.
Yeah. I'm sure you had to do a lot of hard work, like you said, to get to where you are right now. And we can clearly see in your performance in Prime Volleyball Season 1, it was great to see you play in in all these matches, and the way you attacked and blocked, it was very nice to see all these matches. Just a follow, like a quick question. We heard that you're very specific about your workout, your training, and you do go through strength training with the Bulletproof Academy, if I'm not wrong. Would you like to share your routine about it so that more players can be benefited from how you do it, like on a daily basis?
Routine, very specific, is those things I've learned from my seniors. So I've been following that only. And the thing is, I'm able to see results through that. That consistency will be there in your performance. Though there'll be few ups and downs due to injuries and other minor things, still you'll be, if you have a consistent training and those things, so you can perform well is what I have learned, and I'm following that. And when it comes to bulletproof, recently, myself and even Amit Gulia is also a part of Bulletproof Academy.
Okay.
So Bulletproof Academy is basically about. The founder of the Bulletproof Academy is a Norway volleyball player. Even she's a volleyball player, and this is about specific volleyball training. The training which we need for, say, like now we blockers, we need more focused on our core and few particular muscles group. So it will be helpful for our performance, and the same way for the attackers and other things. So these people are into specific volleyball training, and they are training all the beach volleyball players around the world. So they wanted to be a part of the PVL also, but that didn't happen. But still, they're training few athletes from India. So myself and Amit Gulia are also part of it. Hopefully, in future they'll be a part of the PVL also.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So depending on the position that you're playing, they train according to that to help you enhance your performance.
Yeah, it's kind of rehab as well as strength training techniques. So they
Okay,
target this particular muscle group so that that will improve your performance levels. So in that way, they are very good. So that has helped me a lot. So in results wise and all, it's like a strengthening part as well as rehab also. So it will be in future. It will be very useful for all the players. So because
got
we, when we were in the Indian team, we had a foreign trainer and foreign coach. So all the players they got to know the results about how the specific training goes and all. So if this is implemented in future, the Indian teams or the PVL, so it will be very helpful for all the players
got it. And you started this after season one, is it, or were you a part of this before season one as well?
after season one.
Okay,
I
okay.
started
Then
after.
maybe we'll see. Let's hope we see the like you said. Let's see the difference between season one and season two. Let's see how it helped you, and then we can maybe talk more about that.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah. So, and a question I had, like in during PVL season one, like between matches, how did the team keep the morale up? Like, how did you have fun? Did you have any team bonding sessions with the team, or did you uh, do anything different? Like, did you play any other games? Can you like maybe share some of the memories you had with your previous team coachee?
PBL season one is only a great memory because during the pandemic we had the season one after the pandemic. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
though we were held up in the hotel only. Our team, our Kochi team, we made you sure that the players are all together. We used to watch matches together, the other team matches, and other fun activities would be there. We used to sit and talk with our trainers, coaches. In that way, it was good. It was fun.
That's great. If you have any like uh, particular memory, I know you said PVL whole season is a great memorable experience for you, but like any one memorable moment that will stay with you forever that you'll never probably forget.
One. I mean, like I said, the entire season is a memory only. But I like the bonding which we had with the team among all the players, with the management, being as a family for the entire season,
Yeah,
and each other teammates. I mean, with the other teams also the interaction. It was only you say like the rivalry. It's only inside the court.
on the court.
So off the court, everyone are friends and back to normal. So it was nice. All the players together, all the teams together, and that with Kochi team, one unforgettable moment was the Kerala Derby match. So it was a very crucial match for us. So that match, it was a very close match.
Yeah, yeah.
Our team, we played with a great spirit and it was good. So that's one memorable moment.
That's great. Yeah, that's. I think Kerala's the only state where we have two teams from, right? So I'm
Yeah.
sure the rivalry is more when compared to the other teams with Calicut for you. Um, So you were talking about your the bond you made with your player with the players at Kochi. How was it playing with the two foreign players on the team, Cody Caldwell and Colton Cowell? Did you learn? Did like was it different when they were like on the team? Did they like share anything from their foreign experiences that they had before?
Yeah, it was great. They were, I mean, we didn't find any difference. Like they've come from outside, so they, I mean, they got, I mean, close with all the team members and all, especially Cody. So he was a bit close. We used to discuss about his experiences, about his beach volleyball and those things and all, and even on the court. So we used to talk and we used to play that, see how we have to play, how we have to score this point and
Yeah.
those things. So the interaction between them was good. Between them and among the teammates also it was good.
That's great to know, and I'm sure they must have brought the morale up in the team as well. Um, Another follow-up question I had about PVL in particular. I know PVL is a 15-point game as compared to the usual 25 point game that we have in volleyball, and the super point and the super serve are some new rules that were introduced in PVL. Do you think this affects your style of play when you're playing at the international level? Or
No,
even
that
any other
doesn't
form.
affect because no, that doesn't affect that 25-point game. That is different format, and this is a different format. This format is made to make the viewers more excited and those things. And at the same time, it will be a bit challenging for the players also. Playing for the 15-point game is always challenging. Though we play a 25 format game, once we play a deciding set, if there is any tough match, and if both the teams go 2-2 sets and when we play in the deciding set, so that set will be more challenging for all the players. So we can agree in that way. We can take it in that way that this 15-point format will be challenging. Each and every set, every point counts. So it will be, I mean, the team which wins will be in an advantage. So they
Yeah,
can do well
definitely.
in the
And
next
it's
game.
much, yeah, and it's much faster. I think the reaction time, the number of points you have to score, everything is much quicker in the 15-point game. It
And I mean, it depends since it's a team game. It depends. I mean, every player have to contribute their best. They have to give their best since it's a 15-point game. So you can't depend upon
Yeah,
one single player or two players. So all the six players they have to have the equal contribution. Then only the team will be able to win and they can come up with. But this
yeah,
super serve and super point, it's like a bonus. So, I mean, we can't guess which team will win, but it will be, it create kind of tension among the players and as well as with the viewers also. So it will be nice. It
yeah.
will be,
Yeah, it's a risk you have to take. And even when the super point and super serve is announced, like the music changes, everything just gets more exciting
it
during the game
starts
as
with
well,
a
right?
buzzer sound when they raise that super point board. So,
Yeah, it just raises the anticipation, I think, amongst
so
the audience and the players.
each time you win a super point, it will be like winning a set.
Yeah, that's yeah, and I think yeah, when you lose, also it's a disadvantage because you're losing 2 points, but then when you win, it's a different
Yeah, say like
feeling, I'm sure.
each team will have one super point. So if one team wins both the super point, they'll be an advantage of 4 points. So
Four
they'll be
points, yeah.
ahead of 4 points. So it will be an advantage for the team who which wins.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a very nice risk to take when you're maybe trailing by more points. So like, what do you think? It's a good idea to like take the super point when you're trailing only by a few points, and you like maybe you lose it, or is it? When do you think it's a better a better time to take the super point? What would you suggest? According to you, what is the best strategy here?
So, I mean, the super point, we have to take it before 11th, I mean, before 11th points.
Hmm.
So, it's better when both the teams are going equally. At that moment, when we have one effective service or good blocking line,
Yeah,
at that moment, or when we have a good attacking line, say like if we have three powerful attackers, so in that moment, if we make use of this super point, it will be an advantage. So
that
once
makes
we
sense.
win that super point, it will put pressure on the opponent team.
Yeah.
So and next when they raise a super point, and even if we try to get that point, so that mean we'll be in advantage.
So that's a slight advantage to take it before the opponent, so that you win and then maybe put them under pressure. Yeah, got it. So coming to the auction, like I know you're now will be playing with Mumbai. Are you excited about playing for the new team? They haven't played in PVL season one, right? Like, have you met your team members? What are you most looking forward to when you play with Mumbai?
Yeah, very excited to be a part of a new team and excited to meet all the players also. I mean, we have been, I have met, few of the players were in the Indian camps, so I have played with them. And playing with new setters again this time, Arvind and Jitin. I have played with Jitin once. Arvind, this will be the first time. But they have been they've been Jitin is from BPCL and Arvind is from KSCB. So both are very good and experienced setters. So very excited to be a part of new team, and we have good attackers, coaches also. We have like Sunny sir, Abhijeet Bhai, the most senior and experienced person, and Arun. He is also for IOP team, and one of my Kochi. He was also a part of Kochi. I mean, he was in the Kochi team, Rahim. So he's also in
Mhm.
Mumbai. So it's a good team. So hoping to have a great season.
That's great, and it'll be very exciting to see a new team actually win PVL season two, even though the others have more experience. So let's hope that happens, and you guys get to win
Like
PVL
last
season.
time, Kolkata was a new team and they won the title.
Yeah,
So this time Mumbai is a new team.
yeah.
So this time Mumbai might win the title.
And you have a great raw team roster also. Like at the auction, Mumbai was definitely one of the teams to watch out for, like while bidding for new players and going for the topmost players. I think Mumbai was one of the great players at the auction, I would say. Um,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
that way they were good
Um, yeah.
in the auction wise. I mean, they made sure that the team is equally strong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think Mumbai this time I see all the teams are equally strong. It's not that one team is like up and down. All the eight teams are equally strong.
That was actually one of my questions. I wanted to ask you, other than Mumbai, what is another team that you would be watching out for? Like, which team are you most excited to play for, and which team do you think has a good chance of winning the season apart from Mumbai?
Almost all the teams in that, and among them, my favorite team is one is Calicut and Ahmedabad. These two teams I look forward to play. Yeah, so these two teams are Calicut and Ahmedabad.
Calicut and Ahmedabad. Okay, that's we'll watch out for these matches for sure. Um, I another question. Sorry, this is about in the previous season. You were the highest bid among all the Indian players, right? I think about 15 lakhs by Kochi. This season, you were not retained, and you got sold for about maybe a little above 10 lakhs. What's your take on it? Like, were you hoping to be retained by Kochi, or what were your key takeaways and learnings from season one regarding all this? What would you say?
I was hoping that I would be retained by Kochi, but later on, their team strategy, the team thing was different, so that didn't go on. And when it came to the auction, I thought, I mean, my only thing was wanted to be a part of a nice team. I wanted to play with a good team. So in that way, I feel I'm lucky. I'm a part of Mumbai team. So pretty excited for the season two to start. So hopefully we
Great.
see how it
What
goes.
what would what would you say is are the bad teams here? Because you're saying you wanted to play for a nice team.
I
I'm just
didn't mean
trying.
that. Not, I mean, I told you, all the eight teams are good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
last time we had one minus thing is about the sector. So this time. all the teams, they have very good setters, and all the teams are good.
Yeah.
So they play a very important role, setters, in this format of game. The experience of the setters count a lot. So in that way is what I meant.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, I think after since the last season was the first one, I think all the teams and the coaches, managers definitely learned a lot, and the way they strategized it has been different. Yeah, as you can see it from the auction as well. I feel like everyone is more prepared and with the data and everything
And
as
not
well.
only the management wise, even the players also. I mean, each
Yeah.
game you get to learn a lot from your mistakes, and I mean, you get to learn more both positive and negatives from each and every game. But from season one, even the players got to learn a lot about their performance levels and their skills, where they have to improve, where they need to focus and all. So players are working on it, and hopefully this season two will be a very tough fight for all the teams, because all the players are doing well in physical wise and skills wise. So hope this season two will be pretty exciting and tough.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. We're looking forward to that as well, and more competition, so that it's more exciting. Coming to the strengths and weaknesses that we were talking about just now, like how important do you think analytics and statistics are in volleyball? Like, what are some things you usually look at before and after a match to improve how you are playing?
Analytics, it helps us a lot. It helps us to get to know about our team performance, our players plus and minus points, as well as the opponent teams also, which will be very helpful during the game for our team or any player. So you get to know,
Mhm.
sir, okay, this player's favorite zone is this way, and his favorite attacking zone is so and so. So those analytics will be very helpful when you are on the court, and individually also after the match, when you come and see that where you have gone wrong, and which are your plus points, where you need to correct yourselves, and you can do those corrections and you can come back stronger in the next match. So those analytics have been helpful, and in volleyball, it's really very helpful. That is how in the, I mean, the other countries are working on, and they've been very successful in it. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if this is implemented in the PVL, so it will be very helpful for all the players as well as for the team also. Personally, the players, they can get to know where they're going wrong, so they can rectify their
Yeah.
mistakes. They can improve their skills, performance where they're going wrong, and for the team also, how the team is performing, so they can judge the opponent teams also.
Yeah, like you can for the team, like you said, I think they'll be able to see which team they're not performing as well, like with comparatively, like compared to other teams, and then they can try to improve in those areas where they're lacking. Um, a quick question about your about season one for you. Your block win percentage against Kolkata, when compared to the other teams, was a little lower in average, like when compared to the other teams. Is there any particular reason for this? Was it maybe hard to stop Vineet, Anu James, and Riazuddin, who were the attackers for Kolkata? Why would you think this was a little lesser?
That is, see, since it is a team game, so I mean, when against Kolkata, we as a team we failed blocking Vineet, Anu James, and Vineet was very powerful. As you know, Vineet is a very powerful attacker, and on that day we failed stopping Vineet, Ashwal, and Riaz, and those. I mean, we can't say it as a mistake, but we failed in blocking as a team on that day. So it was a complete failure.
Gotcha. Got
But
it.
compared to other teams, we did well. But against Kolkata, we missed it.
Hmm. On that particular day, maybe they were having a better day, and yeah, that also definitely makes a difference, I would say.
Yeah.
um, so we have an image on the screen coming up right now. We have a question for you regarding that. One second, let me see. Yeah. So for this, we see that in season one, we see that you're showing a presence in all the three categories: attacking, blocking, and service. Are we going to see the same thing in the upcoming season, or are you specifically working on any of these three categories, or will we see an overall performance like we saw in season one? Did you change any strategies for the upcoming season?
For the upcoming season, I mean, I'm focusing on all the three. So I want the graph to be a bit, I mean, different in the season two. So I'm working on it. So hopefully I get to see the results on the ground. So still we have say like 2.5 months of time, and so I have a time to prepare myself. So I've started, and I mean I'm confident, and I'll be sure I'll come back stronger.
That's great to know. Let's hope the graph increases and is more consistent, like you had said. We have another image on the screen. This is a comparison between PVL season one and the Maldives League that you just recently played. Can we have that on the screen, please? Yeah. So here, your change in kill pattern between PVL and compared to the Maldives League was different. Like you are more versatile in the Maldives League, as you can see from the images. Your kill pattern is more distributed in the court. Did you make any difference in strategy after PVL season one and between Maldives volleyball league? Would you say that helped in the Maldives league?
Like I said, you get to learn from each and every game. After PVL, got to learn a lot about our plus and minus points. And after that, we had like Maldives League, and but both are different games format. So the PVL was for 15, and Maldives was 25 point game. So there the pass feeding for the players were more, since we had players from India and three Maldivian players. So in that way, it was an advantage for me. So that is how the graph has changed compared to PVL.
Got it. Um, One more question I had about PVL season one. You stood fourth among the top five blockers: John Joseph, Manoj, Akin, and Ashwal Rai. Who is your favorite amongst these four? And if you had a choice to like maybe steal a skill from them, what would that be?
Favorite? All the players are favorite only. So all are the teammates. But among four, Ashwal and Akin are my favorite. I would like to choose them.
Ashwal and Akin. Okay.
Ashwal
And
and
if
Akin.
you could like maybe sorry, go ahead. If you were like maybe could steal something from them, what would that be? Like any particular skill of theirs that you like?
Uh, I would like to steal their jump reach from them both. So that one. So they both are extraordinary when it comes to attacking. They both have a high. I mean, their reach levels are extraordinary. So those two are my favorite. Even John is good. John and Manoj, their blocking skills, especially John. He was the best blocker in the season one. His blocking skills are really good. So,
Got it.
and
We
Manoj,
do have. Sorry. Go ahead.
even Manoj, his
One second.
blocking skills are good. Like I told you earlier, the learning in volleyball. Our coach also used to tell Kumara sir. He used to always repeat this. In volleyball, the learning process will never end as long as you are playing. So you get to learn a lot seeing the other players. So in that way, these
Yes,
all
I'm
four
sure.
blockers. We can learn a lot from each and every player. All the four blockers.
Great. I have we have an audience question actually. He says Ratish CK is the most experienced player on your team. What do you think this will? Do you think this will give an upper hand when compared to the other teams? Would you say?
Yeah, Ratish is a senior, very most senior counts a lot on. So his first pass defense. I mean, that's the main when it comes to this short format of game. So hopefully his experience will be an advantage for the team. And Ratish have played with him, Ratish, right? So his interaction with the players is very nice. He motivates players, and in that way, so it will be an advantage for the team.
We have an audience saying he's great. Um, Maybe some advice from for like younger players who are starting out. Like, at what age would you recommend kids or anyone should start playing volleyball to make it to the national and international level? I know you said you started in the 10th. Do you think that's a good age to start, or is it better to start a little before or after that?
It's better if the kids start during their school days. So by the time they finish their schooling, they'll be perfect with their skills and those things, and they'll have an idea as how the professional sport is. When they, I mean, according to their age maturing, they'll have an idea. So by the time they reach 21 or 22, so they can be into a professional sport completely.
Right.
So
Got
in
it.
that
That's
way,
so
I mean, and now there are many volleyball academies everywhere. So they have an nice platform to go and train. Like in Kerala, the Kochi Blue Spikers, they have started an academy, and Bangalore Torpedoes, they are conducting many workshops and many games, those things and all. So they can be a part of it. They can learn professional sport, how professional sports are trained, and kids they can engage themselves in volleyball along with their studies.
Yeah, I think these workshops that you were talking about are definitely very important. If they're done in all the cities, I think it would be very, very encouraging for people who are just starting out to attend these and then maybe go from there.
Yeah.
One more audience question we have. They're saying you played with Sean T. John in Maldives. He's asking, did you see any weakness from him that you will be able to use in PVL season 2?
I mean, here all the players know each other's weakness and advantages also. But it's about the day game. One day the player can be in his best form, and the another day he might commit few mistakes. So you can't judge a player in that way. Sean, I mean, in the previous season when he was a best player. So this year also, I guess, I mean, obviously all the teams they would have planned fewer strategies. They get to know about all the players. I mean, if it is Sean or somebody else is what I meant. So upon that, how the player performance it counts. So in that way, I don't think there's
Right. Yeah.
any. It's all about the day's performance and how you play. Your skills, everything counts.
Got it. Um, I think we just have Amit who joined us. Uh, just a quick introduction about Amit for everyone watching the show. Amit is from Haryana. He played for the Hyderabad Blackhawks in PVL season 1 and was one of the top attackers in the tournament. Just a few days ago at the auction, he was also bought by the Mumbai Meteors for season 2. Thank you so much for joining us, Amit. Great to have you on the show. How are you doing today? We also have Kartik, so you can say hi to him.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Amit.
या नाउ अभी आवाज ठीक आ रही है।
हाँ हाँ,
ठीक है यहाँ
we can hear.
डबल डबल आ रही थी।
Can you talk a little louder, maybe? If that's okay.
आवाज डबल डबल आ रही है अभी।
Yeah, we can hear you. Kartik, can you hear Ramit?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's audible.
Uh, just before we move on, we have an AV from Basic Sport with about you guys. If we can have the AV on the screen from all your volleyball moments. That was a very nice video about both of you, your attacks and So there's some nice attacks that we saw. Amit, you can still hear us? Can you?
या
Okay.
आवाज आ रही है अभी?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. So maybe we can start. We already spoke to Karthik a little
Yeah,
bit.
thank you so
We,
much.
yeah, about the video. Yeah. What did you think, Karthik, about the video? Okay. Maybe we can get something from Amit. Amit, can you tell us about your volleyball journey? How you got into volleyball? We did hear a little bit about Karthik and how he got into it, but what was your journey like? When did you seriously start playing volleyball as a profession?
आ, 2008 में मैंने खेलना स्टार्ट किया था। हरियाणा के अंदर एक जिला है सिरसा, वहाँ पे सासनाम जी बॉयज स्कूल है, वहाँ पे मैंने स्टडी के लिए ज्वाइन किया था।
Okay.
और वहाँ पे ही जैसे स्पोर्ट्स की टीमें थी सभी गेम्स की, तो स्टार्टिंग से मेरी थोड़ी हाइट अच्छी थी, तो वॉलीबॉल स्टार्ट किया। पहले मैं अंडर 12 एज ग्रुप, सभी एज ग्रुप में खेला, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे।
Okay. आप कौन से क्लास में थे और when did you start? What age did you start when you played? When you said 2008?
मैं 9 साल का था तब,
Oh, okay.
जब मैंने खेलना स्टार्ट किया, और बहुत कम में मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया था, जब फोर्थ और फिफ्थ स्टैंडर्ड में था लग।
We were just talking to Karthik about this Bulletproof Academy. He was saying even you were a part of the Bulletproof Academy. Uh, what is your experience like with Bulletproof Academy? Like, he was saying, depending on the position, they train you to become better for that particular position. So, how was your experience? If you can tell, do you and Karthik work together and like work out together or something?
आवाज़ बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आ रही, कंटिन्यू रिपीट हो रही है साउंड, तो मेरे को
Uh,
समझ नहीं आ रहा बिल्कुल।
Abhi, can you hear me now better?
आवाज़ आ रही है लेकिन रिपीट हो रही है बात।
Oh, resound ho rahi hai sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
Karthik, you can hear me?
Amit's voice is not audible.
Okay, okay. Amit, if you can check the connection maybe because Karthik can hear me. Uh, in the meanwhile, I'll talk to Karthik to see if we had seen a very nice picture in the end of the video. Was that your
Yeah, I'm
wife?
able to hear you, but I am not able to hear Amit's voice. Amit is not
Yeah, yeah.
audible.
Even I can't. Maybe we can talk in the meanwhile till he figures it out. Uh, I was just talking about the video we saw. There was a very nice picture in the end. Was that your wife in the video?
I mean, your voice is breaking. I'm not able to hear it.
Okay. Uh, I am talking. You can't hear me well, is it?
Yeah, now it's clear. Now it's clear. I mean, earlier when you asked some question about the
Uh,
AV, it
yeah.
wasn't clear.
No, I was just asking about the last picture we saw in the AV. Was that your wife? I just wanted to see like how does your family react to your work? React to how was it during PVL when you had to stay away for a month? How did they take it?
Yeah, that's my wife. She's the one who is training me right now. She's a fitness trainer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and family they've been very supporting from the earlier days. My parents, now my wife. I mean, during PVL, everyone had. I mean, we had to. I mean, stay away from the family, but I didn't find any difference being at home or there. So being there was also with the like being with family. It was fun along with some volleyball. I mean, your favorite thing. Like, my favorite thing is volleyball. So what I like to do. So along with that, as a team being together, it was fun. I mean, I didn't miss my family or something. It was fun being in PBL.
Great. Yeah, one of the shows that we had was with some of the managers from different teams, and I believe Rakesh from Bangalore said it was more like a boys' hostel. Would you agree with that comment? Like,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that comment. It was like a boys' hostel only. Literally, we had that experience in the dining hall and off the ground. Like I told you earlier, I mean that team differences you could see only inside the court. Off the court, everyone were like brothers, family, friends. It was nice.
that's great to hear. As long as the rivalry is not like usually like we see in some of the movies in boys' hostels, they show some gang wars and everything. As long as it wasn't like that off the court, I think I'm sure you guys would have had fun, like you
Yeah, we
said.
had a lot of fun. We used to talk a lot. Each team, I mean, all the teams were in different floors, but still, we used to come out, talk, sit in the dining hall. We used to talk.
Yeah, I mean, if you're still in the same hotel, I'm sure you would have run into them quite often, like you said, at meal times or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Uh, so apart from volleyball, do you have any other favorite pastime? What is like your hobby when you're not playing volleyball?
If I'm not playing volleyball, I like to roam around with friends,
Okay,
or I mean, going on a long drive.
nice. And do you watch a
One
lot
of
of
these things.
Kannada movies, maybe?
Yeah, movies I watch. I mean, a lot of movies. I mean, whenever I get a free time. But I'm very much addicted to music.
Okay.
I mean, I love songs.
What kind of
So I'll be
music
more on
do you?
songs. All. There's nothing particular. I like all kind of
Okay,
music.
that's good to know. Um, and then, yeah, yesterday actually I had recently watched a new Kannada movie, Kantara. I think it was amazing. Actually, if you're there, I'm sure Kannada movie is becoming one of
Yeah,
the
that's an
nicest.
amazing movie. That's one of the best.
It was very good. Like
Uh,
the direction, everything, the story was something very different. Yeah. Um,
so it's a very nice movie.
Maybe one like if you have any message for the younger players that like you'd like to tell them to inspire them to like join volleyball, it would be great to hear from you, Kartik. We're just trying to see if we can get
Sorry,
Amit
your
back.
voice is breaking. I'm not able to
Sorry,
hear.
sorry. Can you hear me better now? Maybe.
Yeah, now it's okay.
No, I was just wondering if you could tell a message in Kannada for the younger volleyball players to inspire them to, play more volleyball, to join volleyball.
In ಕನ್ನಡ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ನ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಫುಲ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕಿ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಕಲೀರಿ ಸೊ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
That sounded nice. I think I was almost able to understand what you were saying. It sounded very similar to Telugu, where I'm from Hyderabad, so I kind of was able to understand that a little bit. Um,
What I meant
let
was
us
like
just
forget about the results, give you a, I mean, complete this thing on the volleyballs. I mean, show your complete interest on the volleyball. Forget about the results. So later on, you'll only get to see the positive results. Just focus on the practice and other things.
That's great. I hope the youngsters get inspired by this message you have for them. Um, let us see if Amit is. Amit, can you hear us? Are you still there? Maybe there is maybe there's some, I don't know, network error on his end. We're trying to see if we can still get him. Um, in the meanwhile, just one last question for you, Karthik. What are your plans for season two? Who would you say is your one player that you are excited to play against, or everyone should watch out for from the new players, from the new foreign players, from all the players in the league? Is there any one player that you're excited to watch out for and excited to watch him play?
I mean, I mean, my plans for the season two is, perform well, give my best. That's what is my plan so far. When regarding the players, we haven't seen anyone yet, and no interaction and those things. But the thing is, not only it's about one particular player, have to have the same consistent performance with all the 7 teams is what's my plan. So nothing as individual. So it's equally with all the seven.
So after your message, actually, the audience has asked, how did you manage your studies and volleyball? After 10th is when you started, na? So how were you able to manage that?
It's up to, managers. I used to make sure that I had a balanced schedule for the volleyball. When I come out for the volleyball, it's completely for volleyball, and once I'm back to studies. That doesn't mean that okay, if you're playing volleyball, you have to skip your studies and those things. Or if you are studying, there's no rule like that. You are not supposed to play volleyball. So you have to make time for both, and you have to sacrifice a lot for that. So in that way, you can balance both.
That's a great message to give to the youngsters for sure. Amit, can you hear us now? Is it better, my voice?
हाँ अभी आ रही है आवाज.
Acha, great. So yeah, maybe the first question I have for you is, how excited are you to be playing with Mumbai and Kartik? Kartik will be your teammate as well, right? How are you looking forward to it? Did you meet other team members?
नहीं जैसे कि नई टीम आई मुंबई मेटियोर्स तो उसके लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड हैं. और मैं हमेशा कार्तिक भाई के साथ खेलता हूं तो परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी रहती है हमारी टीम की. और बाकी जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनसे मैं साथ में तो नहीं खेला उनके, लेकिन टूर्नामेंट्स वगैरह में मिला हूं. तो मुझे लगता है टीम अच्छी है हमारी और अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगी.
Great. Question about your previous team, Hyderabad. I know your coach, Ruben Wallachin, and how you had two foreign players on Hyderabad Blackhawks, right? How was that playing with them, learning from them? Do you think Coach Ruben, helped you shape the team differently or shape you differently?
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि वो फॉरेन कोच हैं तो उनको ज़्यादा नॉलेज है, जैसे कि
हाँ,
यूरोपियन स्टैंडर्ड जो भी है उनका. और उनका एक फॉर्मेट अलग है यूरोप में वॉलीबॉल का. तो हमारे इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड से थोड़ा अलग हो गया, तो उन्होंने बहुत चीज़ें काफ़ी नई सिखाई टेक्निक वगैरह में भी. और साथ में ही उनके जो एनालिस्ट थे टीम के साथ में आए हुए थे उनके, और उन्होंने भी काफ़ी हेल्प की, जैसे कि दूसरी टीम्स का पूरा प्लान किया था कि क्या-क्या कमी है दूसरी टीम्स में और किन चीज़ों पे आपको ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए.
hmm.
और उन्होंने वर्क भी किया, मतलब रिज़ल्ट भी आए उसके.
That's great to know. I had asked Karthik also a similar question about this actually. Coming to like some statistics about previous PVL season one, your attack win percentage and receive win percentage were were low compared to low against Chennai when compared to the other teams. Was there any like particular reason for that stat you would say?
इन सीज़न 1 विथ चेन्नई टीम.
हाँ, with Chennai team.
ओके, अगेंस्ट चेन्नई आई थिंक आवर टीम प्लेड वेरी वेल एंड उनने 5-0 आई थिंक हमने जीता था वो मैच.
हाँ,
और उसमें मुझे ज़्यादा काम करना की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, क्योंकि हमारी अदर टीम में जैसे गुरु हैं और बाकी प्लेयर हैं, रोहित, वो सभी अच्छा खेल रहे थे काफ़ी। और मैं बस टीम को एक सपोर्ट कर रहा था साथ में, और उसमें से जितना भी बॉल मुझे मिला उतना मैं ट्राई किया कन्वर्ट करने के लिए।
Acha. Because you were already winning and you were in a good position, you didn't try too hard, you were saying. Got it.
नहीं, ट्राई तो किया है ऐसी बात
Uh-huh.
नहीं।
Okay. We have one image on the screen. This can we have one second? Yeah. This one is this I think is your attacking in the Maldives League.
या
So this one here we see that there is an increase in your scoring in your scoring points from the center and the right side when compared to the PVL season one. In the PVL season one, I don't think you had too many scoring points in the center, and also you have 11 aces and a high percentage of points won on your serve at the Maldives League. Did you change any strategy after PVL season one where you that made these improvements in the Maldives League?
जैसे कि लीग हुआ था उससे कुछ सीखने को तो काफ़ी कुछ मिला। और जैसे कि जो लीग में थे वो 6 प्लेयर थे, वो सभी इक्वल इक्वल प्लेयर थे। उनमें कोई ऐसा नहीं है कोई ज़्यादा अच्छा है या कोई कमज़ोर है। और जैसे कि मालदीव्स में गए थे हम, तो उसमें 3 इंडियन प्लेयर थे और 3 लोकल प्लेयर थे। तो उसमें हमें ज़्यादा बॉल फीड होता था मालदीव्स के अंदर, तो उसके अंदर ज़्यादा सक्सेस रेट बढ़ गया था। आई थिंक यही रीज़न रहा होगा।
Okay, got it. Uh, One more question about the statistics. You're like of experience playing in different leagues and formats. You're able to change the strategy like as per the league, like you were saying, as needed. Uh, are you like any key change that you're doing for season two in your strategy?
हाँ, जैसे कि सर्विस पे लास्ट टाइम इतना ठीक रहा था, लेकिन इस बार मैं और फोकस करूँगा ताकि जंप सर्विस में अच्छे पॉइंट आए, क्योंकि 15 पॉइंट्स का गेम है। उसके अंदर अगर एक सर्विस भी डायरेक्ट लग जाती है तो 2 पॉइंट आपको मिलते हैं। तो रिस्की भी है एक, लेकिन उसकी अगर हम कंटिन्यू प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो वो भी हो सकता है, इम्प्रूव हो सकती है।
Acha, great to know. Ye question I asked Kartik also. Apart from Mumbai, what team do you think will pose a very tough competition to you? Who are you excited to play against?
अभी जैसे कि फॉरेनर प्लेयर्स जो भी हैं, वो अभी हमने देखा नहीं है उनको खेल कैसे वो खेलेंगे या कैसा किस टीम में कैसा प्लेयर आए हैं। और बाकी रही बात जो इंडियन प्लेयर्स हैं, वो सभी आई थिंक सभी टीम्स इक्वल ही हैं जी, जो जैसे मैंने देखा। और बाकी कोलकाता टीम जो है उसमें रिटेन जो प्लेयर हुए हैं, अश्वल एंड विनीत, वो दोनों काफ़ी अच्छे प्लेयर हैं और लास्ट सीज़न में वो जीते भी थे। तो आई थिंक उन टीम के साथ अच्छी फाइट रहेगी हमारी।
Acha, good to know. Again, I had asked this question to Kartik as well. What is one of the most memorable memory if you had from season one that you won't forget?
सीज़न 1 की मेमोरी कहेंगे कि जो 5-0 से जीते थे हम चेन्नई टीम के खिलाफ,
Huh.
वो बहुत अच्छी मेमोरी थी हमारी टीम के लिए। और हम नहीं जा पाए फाइनल में, लेकिन सेमीफाइनल में हमने अच्छी टीम ने परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी की, अच्छी फाइट की।
Huh. So would you say that was your favorite game from season one as well, the Chennai match?
यस।
Great to know. Um, so another similar question that I had asked Karthik: what age would you recommend young players should start playing volleyball at? I know you said you were 9, and then Karthik started when he was in 10th class. What age do you recommend they start to make it to the national and international level, like you and Karthik?
मैं मानता हूँ कि आप बचपन से ही अगर खेलना स्टार्ट करोगे तो बेहतर है, क्योंकि उस टाइम तक आपकी बॉडी की फुल ग्रोथ नहीं होती है। अगर उसी टाइम से आप वॉलीबॉल खेलना स्टार्ट कर देंगे तो बॉडी उसको उसी तरीके से ग्रोथ होगी। तो अगर जैसे आप वॉलीबॉल खेलेंगे तो उसमें हाइट चाहिए,
Huh.
तो स्टार्टिंग से मेरी हाइट भी अच्छी थी और फिर बॉडी उसी तरह से अडॉप्ट कर लेती है आपको, उसी गेम के हिसाब से आपकी बॉडी फिर बन जाती है। तो मैं मानता हूँ कि अगर आप 10 साल से नीचे ही कम स्टार्ट करें तो और अच्छा है।
10 साल से नीचे, अच्छा। That's let's hope the youngsters are listening and this is inspiring to them.
लेकिन
uh,
लेकिन इसमें ये भी नहीं है कि अगर आप बाद में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं तो कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता,
हाँ, हाँ।
क्योंकि मेरे साथ के काफ़ी प्लेयर हैं, जैसे विनीत चौधरी हैं कोलकाता टीम के, उन्होंने अभी कॉलेज में अपने खेलना स्टार्ट किया था वॉलीबॉल, और अभी वो
Okay.
काफ़ी अच्छे इंडिया टीम के कैप्टन भी रहे हैं वो।
अच्छा, हाँ।
हम्म,
कॉलेज में and like yeah, he's still such a great player like you're saying, but yeah.
या
Uh, so another question I had, you were bought by Mumbai for around 7.1 lakhs, if I'm not wrong.
या
If not for Mumbai, what other team would you have liked to play for? Would you have liked to go back to Hyderabad, or is there any other team you were interested in playing for, maybe?
मैं पहले सोच रहा था कि हैदराबाद टीम में वापिस आए, और क्योंकि एक टीम के साथ एक बॉन्ड बन जाता है ना आपका, अगर आप कंटिन्यू अगर उसी टीम में खेलेंगे तो।
Hmm.
लेकिन वैसा नहीं हो पाया, हैदराबाद टीम ने नहीं लिया। लेकिन अभी जिस भी टीम में खेलेंगे अपना बेस्ट देंगे, बस वही है।
Uh, or Mumbai Naya team, they did very well at the auction, I would say. They bought very, very good players. So let's hope you win with this team and Kartik. Uh, a question about how you got into volleyball, right? After starting playing volleyball, what was your journey getting into the national team, and eventually you became the captain for the under 23 team, right?
Yeah.
How was, how would you describe was the tournament experience at the Asian Games, where you won the tournament, and how was your experience captaining the side?
एक्चुअली उस टाइम जब ए अंडर 23 एशियन चैंपियनशिप की टीम जानी थी, उसी टाइम हमारा सीनियर एशियन चैंपियनशिप का भी कैंप लगा हुआ था। मैं उस टाइम सीनियर टीम में भी था और अंडर 23 टीम में भी था।
Okay, okay.
हाँ, सीनियर के जो कैंप चल रहा था उसी से हम 23 में गए। और जैसे कि सीनियर टीम में से हम गए थे, तो मेरे को कोचेज ने परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस पे जज करके जैसे भी मेरे को कैप्टन बनाया टीम का। और टीम काफ़ी अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रही थी, और हमारे कोचेज थे उन्होंने भी अच्छी ट्रेनिंग करवाई थी टीम की। और
Okay.
टीम का मेडल आया, वो तो उससे खुशी की बात तो को हो ही नहीं सकती। और जिसका और उससे अच्छी बात यह है कि मैं टीम का कैप्टन था।
Huh.
और मैंने जितना अच्छा कर सकता था मैंने उतना अच्छा किया। आई थिंक टूर्नामेंट में सबसे अच्छा अटैकिंग पॉइंट्स सबसे ज़्यादा मेरे ही रहे थे।
That is great. That's an amazing start to have, and then you were the captain and you won the tournament. So that must have felt very nice, like you said. We have a few questions from the audience. The first one is from Nishant. He's asking studies and volleyball. How were you able to manage? We had asked Kartik the same question, but we'd like to hear from you as well,
ओके।
Amit.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। एक्चुअली मेरा तो स्टडी में ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट था ही नहीं। फिर भी मैंने 12th और ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट किया है अपना, ऐसा ऐसी बात नहीं है। और
अच्छा,
लेकिन स्पोर्ट्स के साथ आप स्टडी कर सकते हैं, ऐसी कुछ बात नहीं है। लेकिन स्पोर्ट्स में तो आई थिंक सुबह आपको 2 से 3 घंटे और इवनिंग 2 टाइम ही ट्रेनिंग करना पड़ता है, रेस्ट भी करना पड़ता है, लेकिन स्टडी आप कर सकते हैं।
got it. एक और question from the audience. They're asking, who is your role model?
माय रोल मॉडल सॉरी, माय रोल मॉडल फ्रांस के प्लेयर हैं एक, नाइगपेथ, इज माय रोल मॉडल।
Okay. How?
Yeah, recently he won Olympics and also World Cup. Their team, France, is very
Okay.
good player. Also, he's not having very good height, but he's skill wise and he's very good.
That's great. We'll definitely keep an eye out for him to see why he became your role model.
And
Uh,
also one more player from Japan.
huh.
He's also not having too much height, good height, but the combination and with setter and speed ball he play, he's play very good. I also follow him.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
If what is his name, if you remember? Or
Uh, I forgot his name.
okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Karthik, are you still there? We have an audience question for you, actually.
Yeah,
So the audience is asking, will we be able to see the same hairstyle that you had in PVL season one, uh, in season two?
yeah, yeah. I mean, they can see a different hairstyle also this time.
It looks like it will be different.
No, it wasn't. I mean, nothing was planned or something. I mean, I was just, I mean, wanted to have a long hair. That's it. But now I've cut short. But so by the PVL season two, again, I'll be back to long hair.
Okay, let's hope that was that first hairstyle maybe a consequence of COVID. I think everyone just tried a lot of different things during COVID, right? Maybe that was the reason for you.
That's what that was. But now, my brother Amit, he's taking. I mean, he has gone into those shoes.
He has stolen your
So
hairstyle.
he's planning for something different, growing a beard, long hairs.
Yeah. What do you have to say, Amit? Are you trying to steal Karthik's image?
नहीं एक्चुअली मैं मालदीव मैच में मेरा एंकल ट्विस्ट हुआ था, तो उसके बाद रेस्ट पे था मैं 2-3 मंथ्स।
Okay.
तो उस दौरान फिर रेस्ट के दौरान ये बढ़ गई था दाढ़ी, तो मैं सोचा अभी रख लेते हैं।
Hope your ankle is healed now. It
हाँ,
that.
अभी अच्छा रिकवर हो गया, अभी ट्रेनिंग
Acha.
स्टार्ट हो गया। हाँ।
Good to know. And I was asking this question actually before your network broke off. Karthik was saying that both of you trained together at this Bulletproof Academy, right? If I'm not wrong. He was saying it's very like targeted towards each person. Like how is your experience training with them?
या मैंने ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग उनसे नहीं किया है, बहुत कम किया है, लेकिन जितना भी किया है वो काफ़ी अच्छा ट्रेनिंग था, जो कि वॉलीबॉल प्लेयर के अकॉर्डिंग किस किन किन एक्सरसाइज करनी चाहिए वो सब मैंने ट्रेनिंग में देखा। और वो बहुत ज़रूरी है एक वॉलीबॉल प्लेयर के लिए। हमें नहीं पता होता, जैसे यहाँ पे कोई अच्छा कोच ही नहीं होता जो वॉलीबॉल की स्पेसिफिक एक्सरसाइज वगैरह वो बताने के लिए, लेकिन उनको फॉलो किया मैंने, तो उनके काफ़ी अच्छे रिजल्ट रहे।
Okay, great. One last question for both of you, actually. They're asking, can we see more attacking points in the PVL season? For Amit, they're asking which you showed in under 23. And also for Karthik, do you think we'll be seeing more attacking points from both of you? Amit, you can start and then we'll go to Karthik.
23 उससे ज़्यादा अटैक पॉइंट चाहिए कैसे?
हाँ वही पूछ रहे हैं.
अच्छा, अच्छा। हाँ, बिल्कुल कोशिश तो यही रहेगी, और 23 से अच्छा करें। और क्या कहते हैं, कार्तिक भाई के साथ जब भी मैं खेला हूँ तो हम जितने भी टूर्नामेंट जीते हैं, तो लेट्स होप कि ये सीज़न भी हम जीतें और पहले से और अच्छा परफॉर्म करें।
Karthik, what do you have to say? Will we be seeing a competition between you both?
It's not about competition. Whoever, since we both are from the same team, whoever gets a point, we have to make sure that the team wins. At the end of the day, that's important for us. It's not about individual performance, since it's a team game. So the only thing we have to concentrate is we have to give our best. We have to cut down our negative points and give our best so that the team wins. So we need our team to win. As a team, we have to win. So that's important.
Great. Let's hope, like we said before, that the new team Mumbai has more luck than the other teams, and also also not just luck, but also you also have the metal to show it. So, here's wishing good luck for Mumbai, and that's all the questions we have for you, Amit and Karthik. Thank you so much for coming on the show and making it fun. We really liked hearing about your volleyball journey, and hope you continue for a very long time. Is there anything to tell us about your future volleyball plans and maybe Kartik had already given some advice for the young and aspiring volleyball players. Maybe anything from you, Amit, and some uh, inspiring some words about your future plans, Kartik. Amit can start, and we'll go to you.
हाँ, मैं ज़रूर कहूँगा कि आप क्योंकि अभी क्या हो गया था कुछ टाइम से वॉलीबॉल दिख नहीं रहा था, जैसे कि फेडरेशन के कुछ इश्यू चल रहे थे। लेकिन अभी जैसे लीग स्टार्ट हुआ है, तब से लोग वॉलीबॉल को देखना फिर से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं और वॉलीबॉल के अंदर अच्छा करियर देख रहे हैं। और मैं मानता हूँ कि इससे यंगस्टर और वॉलीबॉल के साथ जुड़ेंगे
Hmm.
और इंडियन टीम को और अच्छा लेवल तक लेके जाएँगे।
Great. Thank you for that, Amit. And Karthik, what about you? What are your future plans looking like, or anything to add for what Amit had said?
No, like Amit said, there was some. I mean, volleyball had gone down some time ago, but now because of the Prime League, those things. This has become a nice platform for the young players, as well as, I mean, all the volleyball players. I mean, they are getting a good exposure playing with the foreign players, get to know how they practice their skills, everything. So it will be an advantage for them, and this Prime League, it's kind of platform where the players make sure that they keep their consistency level, not only during the PVL, but after the PVL also, so they can have the same consistency in their performances. So this has been a great platform for all the volleyball players in India, and all the team owners and managements, they're really doing good, uh, and even the Prime Volleyball team, so they're doing good for the players. So this is a great platform. Players have to make use of it in a good way.
That's great to hear, Karthik. And yeah, let's hope season two is more exciting and more yeah, definitely more interesting to watch. And good luck to the Mumbai Meteors. Let's hope you get the cup. That's it from us, everyone. I'd like to thank all the viewers for joining us. Thank you so much, Amit and Karthik, for all the questions you answered, and it was very interesting to learn about your background and and of course your love for volleyball. Hope everyone liked this Mumbai special episode. The highlights and the recorded video will be available on YouTube. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode where we'll be bringing you a coaches special show at the same time and the same place. Have a pleasant evening and see you soon.
Thank
थैंक
you.
यू।